Gentlelady from Minnesota, Ms. McCollum, is recognized to address the amendment.
It's a problem that I have that I read the amendments and I read the bill. Folks, the bill's on our desk. If you want, open up to page 230. To the chair of the subcommittee, there weren't a lot of things in this bill that I liked, but I applauded and I appreciated section 7065. And now it's gone. If we vote for this amendment, it's gone. And as Ranking Member Delora pointed out, this was our check, our balance, our reasserting to the executive branch, hey, we have a role here. I hear all the time, the president has a mandate. Well, guess what? Each one of us with our voting card, we have a mandate. Our mandate is to protect and to honor the Constitution, Article 1 of the Constitution. That's our mandate. And, there's supposed to be tension between the executive branch and the congressional branch. And, then things go to the judicial branch. And sometimes we like the way they rule. Sometimes we don't like the way that they rule. But this is our job. And we have up here, no money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in the consequence of appropriations made by law. I just talked earlier about 4 months ago, we all voted to have some money go to the State Department to do things that we all agreed on that were good. And then the administration just said, nope, we're not going to distribute the food. No, we're not going to distribute the river blindness. We're just going to let those things be destroyed that could have saved lives. So I'm here to take a stand. And I did not come here to, as a social studies teacher in particular, to turn my back on what my mandate is with my election certificate, with my voting card, to stand up for the House of Representatives. And then I just have to mention two other things. You're probably all tired of hearing. I wouldn't have been your favorite teacher had I been your social studies teacher. Let me just say something about the maps. Here we go again. It's been called the Gulf of Mexico for how long? I didn't know when you ran for president, you were running for naming rights, changing what we call things unilaterally, not asking Congress to come change them, unilaterally, changing a room at the Kennedy Center. Now the president deciding what he wants the Gulf of Mexico to be called, the Gulf of America. I mean, what's next? Is the president going to tell the state of New Mexico that they have to change their name now too? This is beyond comprehension for me, that we're getting into what maps need to look like, what they don't need to look like, and naming rights. And then the last comment I'm going to make, really, you missed a few things in the tax bill, so you're going to put them in this bill. To the subcommittee chairman, I realize that you have some challenges on your side, and we're going to go to conference and do some other things. But I cannot idly stand back and not speak to the fine provision that you put in the bill, that for whatever reason, and you'll explain it to me later, I know with great passion, that you've changed. You had a great idea. I wish you would have stuck with it. I yield back.